Dude. Okay, so it seems like MK1's big gameplay gimmick is the Kameo system. And I was a little skeptical at first, but the more I thought about it, the more I'm kind of excited to see how it's going to turn out. I actually think the Kameo system could be very exciting and very fresh for the series, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I think so. The first reason I think the Kameo system could be very exciting is combo variety, right? A big problem a lot of people, including me, had with MK11 was just not enough creativity involved with combo starters, combo extenders, like the juggling system just felt weird. Like, why do you feel like it feels like you're on like 10 times gravity for some reason? It was just very strange and not fun, and it didn't allow for a lot of experimentation, which is what people really love about MKX. Like, I saw the other day that Ed Boon tweeted at Super, saying something like can't wait to see your Kameo combos or something like that, you know? So I think they're really, this might be their direct answer to the criticism of MK11, where, if you think about it, there's endless combinations of who you can have as your partner, right? And that's going to allow for, and my feeling is that that's going to allow for a lot of combo variation and a lot of, like, player expression in that way. And in a way, you have a longer move list, which is another complaint people had about MK11, and why the combo variety in that game was very low, was because you only had enough, like, yeah, you got like 1 or 2 launchers, and that's it. And those assists, like, if they're implemented the right way, they could allow you to do some crazy stuff. Like, imagine doing like a EX bicycle kick, launch in the air, and then a Reptile's force ball comes out of nowhere. Yo, shit. Yeah, so you're essentially, like, you're playing 2 characters, you know? And it kind of, it reminds me a little bit of, like, those long interactable combos you see people do, like, especially in Injustice 2, where they'll just make a combo go on forever using interactables and, like, freezing people and stuff. I think the assists might, you know, behave in the same way. But the cool thing about that is that it's not like it's not based on like circumstance or you standing in the right place. It's something you can kind of, you can will it into happening, you know? You can lab it, you can practice it, it's consistent. Because I always see those videos and I'm just like, you know, okay, that's cool, but you can't do that every time. You know, you gotta be standing here, you gotta have this much meter, you know, all that stuff. Now, the second reason, which is something I'm more excited for, personally, obviously this is all speculation, but I have a feeling that if they're smart, which they are, they're gonna make each Kameo fighter feel completely different. Say you're like a rushdown focus, like say you're playing Sonya and she's a rushdown character, and you want to patch some holes in your, like, long-range gameplay. You get Suhao as an assist. Laser beams, pew 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 pew. You can get a zoner type assist to help you out, or like a character that has very unsafe strings. Maybe there's an assist that has a lot of defensive capabilities, or they can give you armor, or they can give you plus frames in some sort of way. So I think it could lead to a lot of really interesting and, like, unique playstyles that people will, like, have a lot of fun messing around with, because either you can double down on your strengths and get like play a rushdown character with a rushdown Kameo fighter and just, like, don't even let people have a second to breathe, or you can opt for a more well-rounded character. All right. And the third reason, and this is kind of a controversial one, is I feel like it's going to make the roster feel a lot bigger. And it's going to be a really clever way for them to incorporate some of the lesser known and lesser, you know, like the underappreciated 3D era characters, and incorporate them in a way that's fun, but it's not like taking up main roster slots, you know? And a lot of people don't like this because they feel like they don't want their character to be a Kameo fighter, because it is kind of like, if like I love Aaron Black. If Aaron Black was a Kameo fighter, it would hurt, you know? And I think Super said the same thing. But at the same time, I would rather have them represented in some way in the game than just not be there at all, you know? So, and a lot of people disagree with that, but that's just how I feel. And I think it would be cool, like, because sometimes you have the conundrum of, like, you don't know who to main, and I think this is a cool way for you to, like, be like, screw it. Because I like Cyrax and I like Aaron Black, and if they're both in the game, oh, that would be super cool, you know? And I would rather have that than not have it. So, now, I have to give this caveat, and... Okay, so now I have to give this caveat, because I do have some concerns about this system, even though I'm pretty optimistic about it. I really, really hope that they learn from MK11's mistake, and they don't water down characters, you know? Because having this kind of expanded move list from having an assist character with you might compel them to take away tools from the main roster to compensate for that, so they're not OP, you know? But man, if you look at Tekken 8 with the heat system, and you look at Street Fighter 6 with the drive system and with all of the revamped classic characters, those games are really doubling down on giving characters like all of their tools. And I think it would be really cool if MK goes that route too, and they just say, fuck it, like, screw balancing. If everybody's OP, then nobody's OP. Now, my second concern is that the assists are going to feel very homogenous, and they might only be used for combo extension. And I hope they don't do that, because there's really room here for them to explore like different playstyles and give people something to experiment with, you know? Anyways though, those are my thoughts. I think I started out, like when I first saw that the system was announced, I was very apprehensive towards it. But I'm starting to really warm up to it, and I think it could be like the answer. The answer with a capital A. So, yeah, we'll just have to see. I'm guessing the reveal is probably going to be sometime next week, like that state of play that's been announced, probably. So I could be wrong about everything I'm saying, or I could be like, I told you so. Like, subscribe, follow the video, and stay tuned. I'm going to be doing full coverage on this game. I can't wait. Mortal Kombat is my favorite game series of all time, and it's an exciting season, guys. Get ready. We're going to get a lot of really, really, really cool news coming our way. Stick around and have a fun time.